More troubles coming in for e-commerce giant Amazon. This, of course, coming in after a parliamentary panel headed by BJP MP Meenakshi Lekhi may just look at suggesting the government to take coercive action against Amazon. Of course, coming in after Amazon as well as Facebook both were summoned ahead of the Joint Committee on Personal Data Protection Bill 2019 today, and Amazon officials today have refused to appear before this panel. Well, we're given to understand that Amazon officials today have written a letter to the parliamentary panel saying that their officials are overseas, their experts, subject matter experts are overseas, and they cannot travel and appear before the parliamentary panel due to COVID-19 related restrictions. We're given to understand that the parliamentary panel, the BJP MP Meenakshi Lekhi, have not taken too kindly to this letter sent by Amazon. We're given to understand Amazon's refusal to appear before the parliamentary panel amounts to breach of privilege. There is a possibility that the parliamentary panel, if Amazon officials do not appear before the committee on the 28th of October, may just suggest coercive action, may just suggest to the government that coercive action be taken against Amazon. Of course, coming in after Amazon Facebook officials were summoned today to talk about and explain what these e-commerce companies and big social media networking giants were doing with so much data that is available to them. Having said that, we're given to understand that Ankhi Das, the public policy head of Facebook, also appeared before the panel today. This meeting lasted for over 2 hours, where critical questions were asked by the various MPs, various members of this parliamentary panel to Ankhi Das. Remember, Ankhi Das was in a lot of headlines and controversy recently, and this after it was alleged that Facebook was not acting against hate speeches due to the bias and alleged interference of Ankhi Das. We're given to understand the parliamentary panel members today asked Facebook on how they are using their data, also asked Facebook to not use public data for commercial use, and the kind of revenues that Facebook was making in the country. We're given to understand the panel has also summoned officials of Twitter on the 28th of October and officials from Paytm as well as Google on the 29th of October. Having said that, remember, this is a critical issue. The Personal Data Protection Bill, which was in the Parliament, which was introduced in the Parliament in 2019, there were a lot of questions and issues raised by the opposition members, especially the Congress, that had flagged worries on the misuse of data in some cases, especially where national security was involved, and following which this bill was put in front of the joint parliamentary panel as well, the Joint Committee on Personal Data Protection Bill, that is now speaking to a whole host of stakeholders as to how they use personal data, or people like you and I, on their platforms. Having said that, this is an important issue, and the panel today not taking very kindly to the refusal by Amazon officials to not appear before the parliamentary panel.